Hello my friend, welcome to today's workout here on the Essentials program. My name is Jasper and I'm thrilled to be taking you through a lower body session here today. I know you're going to love this. Not only will it build strength and muscle and all those things we want, but it's also going to make you feel great because we're looking at exploring different ranges of motion that you might normally do and strengthening our joints and connective tissue therein, which means you can look, move and perform at your absolute best. Some really nice exercise combinations going down today. The only difference today's program is our opening pairing, the front squat and the Jefferson Curl. We're going to be doing for 3 sets instead of 2 to allow you just to build to potentially your best set of front squats rather than just the normal 2 sets. And then our second 2 pairings are just 2 sets there. I'm going to be getting most of my mileage today from a couple of pairs of dumbbells, 12.5 kilos and 20 kilos. Ideally, you will have access to more than 1 pair of weights. As I always say, ad nauseum, just do your best with what you got access to. Trial and error, move and groove, and you're still going to get a fantastic workout here. If there's anything you need, please feel free to drop me a comment below or introduce yourself if I do not know you yet. And let's have a great workout together. I'll see you in the warm-up. Why, good day, milady, good sir. How are you? I hope this finds you well. Let's start ourselves on the floor. I want you to pop yourself into a 90-90 base position. So that's just referring to the angle of the legs here. We're going to be doing some seated hip rotations. I recommend popping your hands behind you here. And we're going to pull the knees apart as far as they will go, especially during the transition. You'll feel your groin area light up a little bit. Turn over here. I'm going to perform a hinge, chest to thigh. And come on over, rinse, repeat. We're just going to get a few quality reps in here side by side and get those hips feeling a little bit more loosey-goosey.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Tremendous. I want us to start now in your favorite squat position. So wherever you're most comfortable there, feet probably around shoulder width, toes out. We're going to sit on down, grab the trainer end of the toe, and then I'm going to press my hips to the sky, get my legs as straight as I can. Nice pike pose. Pull your bum down, open your chest, and face to the sky. Rinse, repeat. Just see if you can work a little bit harder with each repetition. And get that squat feeling really solid and a little bit less tight and crispy.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Okay, now from there, we're going to perform just a regular air squat with these Cobra or prisoner arms here. So my fingers are interlocked on the back of my head, pulling my elbows back to encourage a nice tall torso. From there, we're just going to perform nice continuous air squats to your best depth position. A little bit of a pause to lock that in. Feel nice and smooth in that deep stretch at the bottom whilst trying to stay nice and tall. We are going to be doing some front squats today, which ideally means we're holding a couple of dumbbells at our shoulders. So we're going to want to be able to sit as tall as we can in the torso.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Now we're going to get a bit of length through those hamstrings. We can do this ostrich walk. So I just want us to bend one knee and keep the other one, the front leg, straight with the toes pulled forward. Arch your lower back, reach your chest up, and I'm going to perform this sweeping motion as I alternate there. All right, so ostrich, kind of hamstring sweep.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
And then finally, we're going to practice our Jefferson Curl, which we have the opportunity to load today after each set of front squats. Feet are together. The legs stay as straight as we can. So lock your knees throughout the movement. I'm going to go chin to chest, round the shoulders, and then just think about bending, flexing the spine, nice and slowly working from that neck down into the lower back as you reach as far as you can without bending your knees. Take a little pause at the bottom, then roll up slowly from the lower back the way you came. As I said, maybe you can just practice this movement. If you're not used to actively flexing the spine with purpose here, as silly as that might sound, if you're so used to keeping a neutral spine and hinging in your deadlifts and everything,
10 seconds.
getting good, comfortable, and strong and resilient in this flex spine position will help keep you healthy and strong in the long run.
Rest.
Oh, so you could just do body weight, or you could load that up with me today. So, our first pairing, which we will be doing for 3 sets, it's the only 3-setter, but let's take that first set nice and steady. We're going to be doing dumbbell front squat, so a couple of dumbbells held here, however you can. At worst, you could just go with a goblet squat here. Same front anterior loading of the body, that's absolutely fine. Front squat potentially just gives us a chance to load that a bit heavier. I'm going to be grabbing my trusty 12.5s. Now you can even rest the dumbbell head on the shoulder, you can pull them up high, or you can just hold them there. Whatever suits you and your setup and your dumbbells the best. So, dumbbells here. I'm going to go slow and smooth. A little pause at the bottom. Stand tall.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Very nice. Now with that Jefferson curl, like I said, you could either practice without anything, just like we did in the warm-up. I'm going to be holding one dumbbell in front of my body, just to ease into the movement. What I will say here, if like me, you're either trained in this movement or already flexible, you notice I'm going to hit the floor before I reach my full stretch. So what you may find me doing is trying out a Zercher, which is a front-loaded position,
Round 2.
because I don't have anything to stand on. So check it out. Performing that same movement we did at the start. Slow and smooth. Reach into that stretch and roll on up. So you may have seen this movement before. People stand on elevation if you're able to then get your hands past your toes. Don't rush this process, especially, like I said, if you're not used to training that flexed spine position.
10 seconds. Rest.
Well, jolly good. We're into the show now, my friend. 20 seconds, we're going to be coming back to that front squat. All right, so it's not a great deal of rest here. If you want to increase your loading, now you're feeling into the movement, please do so. I'm going to stick with these guys right here, with the option of that third one going a bit heavier. Okay, we're moving.
Round 3. Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Okay. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm going to try this Zercher hold with the dumbbell. It's a little bit awkward. It's usually done with a bar. But for me in this instance, it's just going to allow me to reach a little bit deeper into that stretch on the Jefferson Curl. If you found the same problem, hitting the floor, you could join me on this. Otherwise, keep doing what you were doing.
Round 4.
But the same movement. Carefully segmenting the spine. Legs are straight. Big stretch. Roll on up.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Jolly good. Okay, I don't see why not. Let's get out the heavies. Last set coming up here. Whoo! Cool.
Round 5. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Damn fine stuff. Last set of the Jeffs here. Stick with what you're doing. Add a little bit of weight if you feel confident in the movement. All right.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Lovely. What have we got here? We've got a minute off. Generous. Next up, we're going to be looking at a B stance Romanian deadlift. So that's just where we're going to be biasing one leg at a time. One of my favorites. So we've just got a soft rear leg for balance purposes. It's that front leg that is taking most of the load. I'm going to have my dumbbells either side of the leg. It allows us to load up those hamstrings and glutes a little bit heavier, especially when we're working with minimum equipment. Nice tall chest, soft knee. I'm just going to reach the butt back. Find that nice stretch in the hamstring, little pause at the bottom. Drive through confidently. We get to do left, take a little break. We get to do right, or vice versa. And then we're going to be doing an alternating reverse lunge. So it's a lot of back-to-back tension on the old gluteals primarily. Let's give this a go-zy.
Let's go.
All right, soft knee, reach the hips, Find your best stretch. Stand tall.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
And rest we shall. Good. If you're finding any of this a little easy, go heavier, buddy. I want you to want that 30 seconds rest. Especially if you're used to doing a lot of back-to-back work on these kind of workouts, burpees or a lot of high heart rate stuff. In this instance, let's work hard, rest hard. Okay, we're gonna hit the other side.
Round 2. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
And now the alternating reverse lunge. Same suitcase loading in each hand. And we're just going to be alternating. So stepping back, catch the balls of the foot, control that knee to the floor, touch and drive. Now if we want to bias the glutes a bit more, I can pitch my torso forward, hinge through that hip a bit more, and reach that butt back. Jolly japes. Let's give it a gozy.
Round 3.
So a nice light touch of the knee, touch and drive. Try and keep as much weight as we can in that front leg.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Super. Aye. Just got to do that one more time through. So, last reminder, change up your weights. If that first set of split stance RDLs felt pretty chill by the end of it, big strong muscles. So we can load those up. Whew. Okie crooks.
Round 4.
Oh.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Ooh, yeah. A little water. The calm. Most calm.
Round 5. 10 seconds.
That'll do.
Rest.
Oh, might have had lunch a little too recently. That's my bad. Okay, last set of the rev lunges. Again, if you want to change those weights out, do that now. And we just got one more pairing to tie in a great session. A short and sweet one. Okay, I'm going to start with my right foot.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Last rep.
Rest.
Okay, dumbbells down. Let me tell you about our last set of exercises. First one I just want to take a bit of time over is the Copenhagen side plank. Now we use this for strengthening the adductors in the inside of the groin there, whilst getting all the usual benefits from a side plank, core strength, anti-lateral flexion, obliques, however you want to frame it.
Rest.
We can do this even on the floor here by keeping the bottom leg lifted that would normally be down, so the force is driving in the top leg and thus transferring more into the adductor. If you have somewhere to raise that foot up, you can apply a bit more challenge there potentially. So if you have some cushions or a little low stool, give that a
10
go.
seconds.
If you find this really hard, try a kneeling position, although it's quite tough from the floor. Let's just have a play and see what feels good.
Let's go.
So, elbow down, driving through that top leg, and the bottom one is floating. The bottom one can start to feel surprisingly heavy after a while, so let's just see what we can get done. Don't worry so much, apart from how comfortable you are, whether you have a flat foot or a caved one, just try and keep that leg straight.
Halfway there.
Hip driving to the sky, feel those obliques on the side working. And probably a bit more tension
10 seconds.
in that groin than normal.
Rest.
45 seconds is no joke, for the record, with any Copenhagen plank. So if you have to rest more, please do so. Sometimes I panic when I'm like, come on, Jas, you're supposed to be demonstrating these with a reasonable level of efficacy. But we made it. Let's keep on rocking.
Round 2. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Whew, might have been my toughest set of the whole workout. Good God. Okay. A reasonably friendly pairing here. Looking at just some hip mobility, hip rotation. We're going to come back to our 1990 base. I want you to use your hands in support. Turn your chest over that front leg. Now, going forward, the floor is lava for your rear foot. So, we're going to start off by driving the knee into the ground, lifting that foot, picking that knee up, and doing our best As we come around, click the heels together and then keep it internally rotated as you tap that knee, scraping around. Imagine using as much range as we can as we come around the edge of that rotation capacity. Rinse, repeat. Keep that foot pulled up, pick her up, bring it round, and so on. Shouldn't feel easy, should be working hard.
10 seconds. Rest.
A little switcheroo.
Round 4. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Whew. Alrighty. We've reached our final course. Same thing again. Simply do your best with that Copenhagen. Drop to that knee if you do. And if you want to use the kneel position, pull your other leg away. So you could try like so. All right. It's a little bit twisted, but you can still get a little bit of force as long as you can keep that other leg out of the way. Otherwise, bump yourself up
Round 5.
on some cushions or a stool. Regular side plank, also an option if all of this has just gone a bit haywire for you.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Rest.
It's my bottom leg. It's getting all heavy. Oh, well. Yep. Last of the summer wine. Let's get him.
Round 6. Halfway there. 10 seconds.
Okay.
Rest.
Ah, fantastic. Last of the rotations for a nice civilized end to today's work. All right, floor is lava.
Round 7. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, Billy. Last set, my friends. If you're still here, I appreciate you. That is all. How are we doing? Okay.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Hurrah! Wasn't so bad, was it now? I hope you're feeling better than you were half an hour ago. And you come again soon. We've still got a few more workouts here on the Essential series. So, until then, look after yourself. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Give the video a thumbs up. Anything else, that we do around here. Lots of love to you. See you next time.